Hello everyone, hope you're all doing good. So today we are here for grade 10 maths. The chapter today we discuss that is measurements. So the lesson today we discuss that is convert the rates and measurements customary units, convert rates and measurements metric units, convert the square and cubic units of length and precision. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudent.com. You have to log in by using their email and the passwords that are provided by the administrator. Go to the subject tab, select maths from there, scroll down to the grade 10, view all chapters, and here are the list of the chapters. So we are on measurements. So let's continue this. So the lesson today, first we covered that is the very first lesson, which is convert the rates and measurements customary units. So here it's given 9 feet is equals to how many inches? Write the conversion factor to convert the feet into inches. Put feet in the denominator so that they will cancel out the feet that are given. So 9 feet is equals to how many inches? That are the 12 inches, okay? As we know that 1 feet is equals to 12 inches, so you are going to multiply 9 with the 12. Alright, so when you're going to multiply 9 with the 12, in this way you're getting your answer, that is 108. Because as we know that when the question is given that 1 feet is equals to how many inches, so we are going to write it like 1 feet is equals to 12 inches, okay? So your 1 feet, that is equals to 12 inches. And if they are saying that it's 9 feet equals to how many inches, so you're going to multiply 9 with the 12. Okay, in this way you are getting your answer. So now here is the question, that is ounces and the pence. 1 ounce is equals to how many pence? So when they are saying that the ounces to pence conversion, so 1 ounce is equals to how many pence in it? So as we know that the 16 ounces, okay? So let's do it this thing. So 16 fluid ounces is equals to how many pence? So it means equals to 1, because 1 pint is equals to 16 ounces, okay? 1 pint is equals to 16 ounces. You need to remember that thing. And if they are in the question, they are saying that 16 ounces equals to how many pints, so you are just putting it here 1. Just like here, feet is equals to 12 inches and the pint is equals to 1 pint is equals to 16 ounces. Now if they are written here like the 32 ounces equals to how many pints? So as we know that 16 ounces is equals to 1 pint. So double the 16, that means double the pints. So this is 32 ounces here. So this is 2 pints here. Okay. So now the next thing, yards and inches. So 1 yard is equals to how many inches? As we know that 1 yard is equals to 1 yard, that is equals to 36 inches. Okay. Here is the given feet and inches. 1 feet is equals to 16 inches. 1 yard is equals to 36 inches. So here is the question that is given. 89 yards is equals to how many inches? Okay. It's 89 yards is equals to how many inches? So you just gonna multiply 89 with 36 inches, and in this way you're getting your answer. This is the way that we are going to check. Let's do the test questions. Look at here the very first question, that is 84 inches is equals to how many feet? Okay, now here is the feet and the inches. As we know that 1 feet is equals to how many inches? 12 inches. Now how many inches are given? It's 84 inches are given. 84 inches are given. Okay. So if 84 inches are given, so equals to how many feet? Just going to check. We are putting it here like this way. So it's 84 inches equals to how many feet? That is 7. Like how? You are going to divide 84 over 12. That is 7. Okay. Let's see the answer. Yes, this is the right answer. Now here it's the gallon and the pence. Let me just write it. 1 gallon is equals to how many pence? Let's write first thing that one. 1 gallon is equals to how many pence? 8. Okay. First I'm going to write all these things here. Then we easily finding it out. Okay. 1 feet is equals to 12 inches. 1 yard is equals to 36 inches. 1 gallon is equals to 8 pints. 1 pint is equals to 16 ounces. Yeah, I think so. That's the thing. So 7 gallon is equals to how many pints? If 1 gallon is equals to 8 pints, so 7 gallon is, you are just going to multiply 7 with the 8. So 7 gallon is 7 times 8, that is 56 pints. It's on here. Okay. 46 feet is equals to how many inches? 46 feet is equals to how many inches? As we know that 1 feet is 12 inches. So 46 feet is how many inches? 46 times 12. Okay. So when you are going to finding it out, 46 feet, how many inches? That is 552. Let's see the answer. Yes, it's on here. 48 pints is equals to how many ounces? So 48 pints is equals to how many ounces. As we know that 1 pint is equals to 16 ounces. So 48 pints is equals to 48 times 16. That is 768. Alright, hope you guys understand these lessons. It's just a multiplication. If you know the one thing, then you are going to just put the second term with it. Now here are the ounces and the pounds are involved. 1 pound is equals to how many ounces? We are going to check this thing firstly. Okay. So I'm going to write it here. 1 pound is equals to how many ounces? Here is the two questions are given. I am just putting it here. 1 pound firstly. Pound and pints are the same things. Okay. So this is 80 ounces equals to how many pounds? Let's see. As we know that 1 pound is equals to 16 ounces. And there is 80 ounces is equals to how many pounds? Okay. So 80, that is, you are going to just divide it by that number, and if we are going to divide that number, that is 5. Okay. Which number you are going to divide? 80 over 16. Then you are going to answer the 5. This is 5 here. 16 ounces equals to how many pints? As we know that 1 pint is equals to 16 ounces. This is already given. If you know the one thing, okay, you need to remember. If you know the one thing, like 1 feet is equals to how many inches, 1 yard is equals to how many inches, 1 gallon is equals to how many pint, 1 pint is equals to how many ounces, then it's easy to finding it out, the double of this, triple of this, or any other value of this. Look at here, quarts and gallons are involved now. Now the quarts are involved. Let's see. 1 quart is equals to how many gallons? Let's put, I'm going to put it here. So 1 quart is equals to 0.25 gallon. Okay. 1 quart is equals to how many gallons? 1 by fourth of a gallon, that is 0.25. Or you can also put it 1 by 4 or 0.25, any of it that you want. Okay. Or if you want to put it 1 by 4 gallons, it's all up to you. Now, in the question, they are saying 34 gallons is equals to how many quarts? 34 gallons is equals to how many quarts? As we know that 0.25 gallons is equals to 1 quarts. 0.25 gallons equals to 1 quart. And if the question is given like 34 gallons is equals to how many quarts, so we are just going to check 34 gallons is equals to how many quarts? 34 gallons, that is equals to, you are just going to multiply okay, and you just see the answer 136. Now the pound and ounces are involved. Again, the same thing. You're just going to check it out from here. You need to write these things. Okay, 1 feet, 1 yard, 1 gallon, pint, pound. That's the thing. Hope you guys understand this lesson. So solve the rest of the test questions by yourself. Now let's discuss the next lesson. Convert rates and measurements, metric units. Metric units are involved millimeters, centimeters, and all of it kilometers. So first of all, let me just tell you how to convert the all that things. Let's put it here and then just solve the question, 2 or 3 questions. Okay. First of all, convert centimeter to meter, meter to millimeter, millimeter to kilometer, all of it. Let's do it. Okay. So here is millimeter, centimeter. I'm going to put it from smaller to bigger unit, meter, and then kilometer. If you are going to convert millimeter to centimeter, if you are going to convert millimeter to centimeter, okay, if you are going to convert like millimeter to centimeter, centimeter to meter, and meter to kilometer, so you are just going to divide it by 10 for these two, millimeter to centimeter. For this one, divided by 100. For meter to kilometer, divided by 1000. But when you convert opposite of it, like kilometer to meter, so you are multiplying with 1000. You are multiplying with 100. You are multiplying with 10. That is the thing. Okay? You understand this one or not? If you are converting millimeter to centimeter, centimeter to meter, and meter to kilometer, for smaller unit to bigger, like milli to centi, centi to meter, and meter to kilometer, you are going to do first of all millimeter to centimeter divided with 10, centi to meter divided by 100, or meter to kilometer divided by 1000. But if you want to convert opposite, bigger to lower, you are multiplying. Okay, like kilometer to meter, multiplying with 100,000, sorry. Then meter to centimeter, multiplying with 100. Centimeter to millimeter, multiplying with 10. You need to remember that thing. When you are converting smaller unit to bigger unit, like starting from millimeter, centimeter, meter, and kilometer, multiplying with 10, 100, and 1000, dividing with 10, 100, and 1000, and converting from bigger to smaller, like kilometer to meter, then meter to centimeter, centimeter to millimeter, you are multiplying with 1000, 100, and 10. That's it. This is the basically thing. Now here look, 1000 millimeter is equals to how many meters? If you're going to check it out, this one, how? Write a conversion factor to convert the millimeters to meters. Put the millimeters into the denominator so that they will cancel out the millimeters that are given. Okay. As we know that we are just going to put 1000 meter over 1000 because 1 meter is equals to how many millimeters? 1000. So it's 1. 1000 meter is equals to how many kilometers? 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meters. Okay. 387. Now here it's the grams are involved. If the grams are involved, you are going to centi to milligrams, you're going to multiply with 10. We already written it here. Centi to milli, that is multiplying with 10. Okay. Now let's do the test questions. 1000 milligrams to gram is equals to 1000 milligram if they are saying 1000 milligram is equals to how many gram? So when we see that it's a 1 gram, just like a meter or kilometer seen. Okay, 1000 millimeters is equals to how many meters? 1. 863 kilograms is equals to how many grams? Now kilograms to grams, we are going to converting back, so just multiplying with 1000. Okay, so multiplying with 1000, so putting 30 with it, 863,000. Okay, 308 centimeter to millimeter. Now smaller to bigger unit, when smaller to bigger, so it means dividing, so it's dividing with 100. So 308 centiliters equals to how many milliliters? So it's just a liter thing are involved. So 308 centiliters is equals to how many milliliters? So you are going to put centiliters and milliliters things are involved. So let's just see it. Okay, so it's just a multiplication, multiply by the volume by the 10. Okay, so look at here. It's like centiliter, not to liter. Okay, centiliter to milliliter. Centiliter is the bigger, milliliter is the smaller. So bigger to smaller multiplying with 10. Now liter to milliliter. Liter is a bigger unit, milliliter is smaller. Bigger to smaller, you are going to multiply. So multiply with 1000 with it. Okay, hope you guys understand this lesson. I'm going to repeat it again. If you are basically just of smaller units like millimeter, then centimeter, then meter, and then kilometer, you are going to convert smaller to bigger, just dividing. Just dividing. Okay. But when you are going to convert a bigger to smaller, okay, some bigger kilogram, kilometer to meter, then meter to centimeter, centimeter to millimeter, then you are just going to multiply with 1000, 100, and 10. These three, 1000, 100, and 10. This is also the same thing. 1000, 110, 1000, 110. Hope you guys understand this lesson as well. So let's discuss the next, which is convert the square and the cubic units of length. Square centimeter is equals to how many square centimeter is equals to 1 square meter? 1 square meter. Okay, 1 square meter is equals to 10,000 square centimeters. Just put it down here. So how can we convert it? We are just going to simplify this. Now write the factors to convert centimeter. You are going to make sure to convert the factor that has meter in the denominator so that the unit cancel properly. Since the unit are squared, so it means that you are going to put two units. So 100 centimeter, 100 centimeter, 1 meter and 1 meter. 100 become 10,000, and then in this way that's the answer. Going to multiply, this is a 10,000. Okay, now here is a cubic feet and 1 cubic yard. Cubic, it's 3 time, so 3 3 and 3, and then it's 3 times 3, 9, 9 times 3 is 27 yards. So we are going to multiply with it. Now 1 cubic centimeter, how to convert this one? Let's do it. Okay, 1 cubic centimeter is equals to how many? So here I'm going to put 1 cubic centimeter. So 1 cubic centimeter is equals to how many cubic millimeter? How many cubic? How many cubic millimeter? Okay. So look at here. This is a basically, as we see the quantity, that is a cubic centimeter. So it means that 1 cubic centimeter. Okay, this is 1 cm cube. Cm represents the centimeter cube. Now, to write this conversion, as we convert centimeter to millimeter, centi to milli, we are just going to multiply. Okay, multiply with the 10, as we know that. But here is a cube unit, so we are going to multiply 10 with the 3 times. So let's suppose it's just a multiplication of like this way, 1 centimeter cube multiply with 10 centi 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter multiplying with 10 millimeter, multiplying with 10 millimeter, and dividing over, it's 1 centimeter 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, and 1 centimeter. What's the answer for this? 1 centimeter cube. The answer for this is 10 times 10 times 10 is 1000 millimeter cube, and this is 1 centimeter cube. This and this should be cancelled out, and it becomes 1000 millimeter cube. Okay, that is a basically the digit. Let's do this one. 1 cubic feet is equals to how many 1 cubic yard? So 1 cubic feet is equals to how many cubic yard? Convert feet to yard now. Okay, as we know that 1 cubic feet, what does it mean? 1 cubic feet, what does it mean? And 1, they're saying that 1 cubic yard, we are going to just prove this. 1 cubic yard is equals to how many cubic feet? Sorry. Okay, finding this value, 1 cubic yard, so it means the 1, this one. So now cubic yard is basically represent y and d and cube. It's equals to how many feet? So it's a cube thing, so we are going to multiply 3. 3 feet is represent 3ft, 3 feet times 3 feet over 1 cubic yard. 1 cubic yard, and yard represent yd, and 1 cubic yard. Okay, this represents 3 times 3 times 3, 27 feet cube, and here it's become 1 yard, cubic yard, and here is 1 cubic yard is already present. This and this should be cancelled, so that's why it should be equals to 27 cubic feet, with 27 cubic feet. Okay, this is the lesson. Hope you guys understand this lesson. Solve the rest of the questions by yourself. Okay, now let's discuss this lesson precision. So which measurement is more precise? You are going to check it out. The thing which is in the form of minutes or the thing which is in the form of seconds? Wait, let me check my mic. So, which measurement is more precise? Okay, alright, it's working. So, which measurement is more precise, 66 minutes or 74 seconds? Look, 66 minute is measured to the minute, as we know that, okay? It's measured in the form of minutes. Second is measured in the form of seconds. Second is smaller as compared to the minutes. So, the smaller thing is basically more precise as compared to the bigger thing. Am I right? Smaller thing is more precise than the bigger thing. So we can say that this is a basically smaller is greater as compared to the bigger. So this is a more precise thing. So this is the measurement which is more precise, okay? Now which measurement is more precise? 40.46 kilogram and 92 kilogram. Both are measured in the form of the kilograms, but 40 is the smaller number and the 92 is the bigger. So when we are going to measure, so the smaller thing is more precise to measure. So this is 40.46 kilogram. Which measurement is more precise? Obviously 3.3 miles or 83 miles. Smaller thing 3.3 miles. Let's do the test questions. So here are which measurement is more precise? Okay, now you guys tell me the answer of this. 84.35 years or 18 years. Tell me the answer of this one. Think about it and then I will tell you. So look at here, this is 84.35 years. This is the greater. Both are measured in the form of the years, like, but this one is the greater years and this one is the smaller. So the smaller things are more easily to precise. So we can say that the 18th year is more precise as compared to the 84.35 years. Okay, so let's continue with this. Hold on. Most of the questions sometime. Let me just open the test questions. Hold on. So here is the pound and the ounces. They are saying that 42 pounds is measured to the pound. 35 ounces is measured to the ounces. Ounces is a smaller unit than the pound. So the measurement of 35 ounces is more precise. If you are checking the units with it, like sometime it's maybe like in the form of millimeters, centimeters, and then it's sometime maybe it's in the form of the kilogram, gram, okay? Like for example, if one thing that is given in the form of 0.5 millimeters and the other thing is given it's 5 kilogram, or you can say that the 0.5 millimeters and 5 kilometers. So which thing is the more precise? Kilogram is the bigger unit as compared to the millimeters. So you can say that the millimeter is basically more easily to precise. All right. If they're talking about like the here pound and the ounces, so this is the same thing. Pound is measured. How the pound is measured? Pound is basically measured in the form of pounds, and 35 ounces is measured to the ounces. But when you're going to see pound and the ounces difference, ounces is a small unit as compared to the pound. So we are going to measure the ounces, that is a more precise. So look at here, which measurement is more precise? 27.01 millimeter or 77.8 millimeters. As we see, these are both in the form of millimeters. These are more, both of it in the form of millimeters. It's 27 or it's 77. So when you see the digit, 27 is smaller, 77 is bigger. Okay, so the smaller number are easily to precise, so we can say that 27.01 is basically easily to precise. Okay, hope you guys understand this lesson. This is the easy lesson. Let's get start the next lesson. Today we also covered that. Okay, greatest possible error. Let's do this one as well. What is the greatest possible error for the measurement of 2 meter? So when you are going to finding it out the greatest possible error, so how can we finding it out this thing? As we can see the basically the greatest possible error. So how can we find the greater possible error? So look, let me just tell you. We are just going to divide. Okay, divide the precision of the measurements by 2. So this is 2 here. For example, the greatest possible error is half of the unit of the measure. For example, if measurement is made up of nearest the whole number, so it's maybe in the form of zero point 0.5 units. Mostly in zero point 0.5 units. But if the measurement is made to nearest tenth, so it's one half of the 1/10. Okay. So here is the basically whole number. So you can say that it's 0 0.5. But if there is some small units like it's 8 here now, so you're going to put 0 0.5. Okay, for example, let me just write it here, the greatest possible error. Okay, what is the greatest possible error? So it's the unit of measure is half of the you're just going to know this one. The greatest possible error is half of the unit of measure being used. For example, if the measurement is made up of nearest whole unit, okay, like for example it's 2, it's 5, it's 6, then you can say that the greatest possible error is 0 0.5. If it's whole number, like for example 2, 5, 27, 29, so the greatest possible error is 0 0.5. But if the greatest possible error of like some points, some numbers in the form of point, like this way, 42.3. So what is the greatest possible error? You are just going to interested with the 10th place of this. Okay. So the precision, we are going to write it, that is 0 0.1. So now 0 0.1 is divided by 2. Okay, always 0 0.1 is divided by 2 and this is 0 0.05. So the point form digits are 0 0.05. This is the way to finding it out the greatest possible error if some of the you can say that a decimal involved. Now look, if the two decimals are involved, this is for the whole number, it's only 0 0.5. Okay, if some decimals are involved, only the 10th place decimal, this is used for 10th place. Now for the 100th place. This is the important thing, that's why I'm going to write it, okay? For the 100th place. For example, the question is 35.87. 10th place, 100th place. You are going to involve this one. Now, what's for that? For the 100th place, it's 0 point, not 1. Here it's 0 0.1 because 0, then point, and then 1. Here it's 0 point, here it's the 1. Here is missing number, that is 0 0.01. Now divided by 2. And then you can see that this is the greatest possible error, 0.005. If more digits are involved, you are going to move it like this way. Okay, like for example 35.874. So you are interested with the 4, then it's 0.001 divided by 2, then you get the answer 0.0005. This is the basically the greatest possible error. Understand? Hope you guys understand this lesson. So today we covered the grade 10 maths. The chapter name today we discussed, that is the measurements. And the lessons today we covered convert rates and measurements, customary units, convert rate and measurements, metric units, convert square and cubic units of length, precision, and also the greatest possible error. Next lesson is also involved. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudent.com. You have to log in by using their email and the passwords that are provided by the administrator. So before starting the next session, you guys practice all these lessons, and if you still need any help in any of the lesson, then you can contact tutors on. You are using this live chat button. This is available on A Plus website. Open the A Plus website. Here is the live chat button. Open this. Select your department that you need help with, maths or language, or putting your name, and then just send. In this way you directly contact with the tutors. So hope you guys understand all the lesson. So for now, have a great day, you all. Bye. See you in the next session.